So was painting my Jeep Gladiator a big mistake? Well, good morning everybody and welcome back to Rob Motive JT. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button right now. So, did I make a big mistake painting my Jeep Gladiator? Now, some of you are going to say, wait a minute, you didn't paint anything. What are you talking about? Well, I did. So let's take a look. I want to show you guys, and really have a look for myself, how everything is holding up. Now, we're going to start here in the back. I did add and paint a separate or another tow hook back here. The Sport, which is what I have, actually the Sport S, does not come with a second tow hook over here. Looks kind of imbalanced or unbalanced to me, so I added it. But how's it holding up? Well, other than having a spider web there and being a little bit dirty right there, that's not rust, they look pretty good. They actually look just like they looked when they were brand new, or newly painted, I should say. So, thumbs up to the tow hook paint. I think it looks pretty good. Let's go on down the side because, of course, there is more. I painted the badge here on the side. Same color as the back. Got lucky in how it turned out. Actually ended up leaving the black inside. That was purely a mistake. But it is held up pretty well, as you can see right there. Matter of fact, it too looks just like it did the day that I painted it. So thumbs up for the trail rated badge. All right, let's move on over to the front as we continue our did I make a big mistake painting the Jeep Gladiator. Tow hooks in the front. Again, you might notice I'm kind of going with a kind of a dark green theme here to go with the white. They've held up well too. You can see here, look at that. Look at the sheen on there. I gotta say, I got lucky. I am not a professional painter and these came out really well, and I did paint them actually on the Jeep. I just kind of covered everything up and sprayed them right here. Didn't have any overspray, which was lucky on my part. This one over here, the one on the passenger side, same thing. Nice green sheen minus a little bit of water staining there. That, of course, would come off, as you can see. But they look pretty darn good to me, just like they did the day that I painted them. Now, there is more. Let's check in the rear here. I did paint the floor mats. Why? Well, because I wanted a splash of green inside here as well. You can see, obviously, the Jeep letters were painted there. I did leave the red around the edges for a little bit of accent. They were red before. That looks pretty good to me. And then in the middle there, I did paint the Jeep. Too bad it's in the back instead of in the front of the floor mat because you can't see it unless you're inside. But it's held up well, and of course it should. There's no wear and tear. Nobody's putting anything against that. Now, in the front, that's where we're really going to see, because that's where they would get the most wear. Looking down right off the bat, you can see I did paint the sill guard here, and I did kind of rough it up a little. I wanted it to look a little rustic. So you notice some of the black does show through, and I did that intentionally. And I will say, it does look exactly like the day that I painted it. I don't see anything chipped up or no more scuffing than when I did it from the beginning. Looking back here, or up here I should say, on the passenger side, this is where the wife would get in and out, of course. Other than the floor mats being dirty, I think there's a boulder up there. That looks pretty good as well. I don't see any scrapage, anything crazy like the paint's coming off. So that turned out really well. Now, let's run over and check the business side, because obviously when I'm driving the Gladiator, I'm getting in and out of it. So let's check my side. We'll start in the back because I don't expect there to be any more wear over here than the other side. And you can see right there, looks pretty good. Don't see any wearage, that's my word, any wearage there. So still looking good. Again, you can see the red accents there that I left intentionally. Now, moving up to the front. This is where we're going to see wear, if there is any. First of all, right on the sill guard. Again, I finished it kind of rustic-y looking, so it had a little black showing through. I just thought it looked a little better that way. No chippage, no wearage, no problems there. Still looks good. Looks like that wasn't a big mistake. Now, right up here, this is where it gets serious. Other than being dirty, again, you can see there's a shadow actually on here, a couple of shadows. It looks pretty good, and I do scrape against this, of course, when I'm driving the truck around or get in and out, and I don't see any issues there whatsoever. Now, we do have one more area to look at, and that is under the hood, because of course, in true YouTuber fashion, I did have to do more. You always have to do more. So let me get the thing unlatched here. That's always kind of fun to do with one hand. Yeah, not too bad today. Now, watch this thing pop up. Ready? Here we go. Look at that. That thing opens like it means business. And that's because of the hood struts that I have on each side. You can see over here. But inside, first off, you can see what I painted there. It was the engine cover. A lot of people had asked me if I was concerned about heat under here and whether or not it would cause any problems with painting those letters and numbers on the engine cover. And you guys can see for yourself, looks pretty good to me. I don't see any kind of flaking or peeling or anything like that from heat exposure. So I think I did not make a big mistake, other than maybe the color. I mean, I know there are going to be folks out there who don't like my color choices, but the material itself and the job itself has turned out pretty well. Let me show you if I can find it. I'm looking for the paint pens that I used, in case anyone is interested in doing something like this themselves. Okay, had to shut down and find them. You know, you put stuff away so you can find it later and then you never could find it. It's this case. This is what I use. They're just an acrylic paint, water-based, and it says on here it marks on anything. And of course they come with a bazillion different colors, you can see right here. Very easy to do. It's really just like coloring. So if you still have your kindergarten skills, you probably could do this mod yourself if you're so inclined. Don't know that I would put any paint anywhere where a lot of wear is. Other than maybe on those floor mats. And I gotta say, I think because the floor mats are rubber, you know, rubber's porous, the paint kind of bonds a little bit to it anyway, so it makes it a little bit more durable, I suppose, in an area where you're going to be constantly scraping. The other good thing about using this type of application is you can redo it easily. So if something does get messed up, and I'm talking about on the floor mats or the sill guards, you can easily go back over it and freshen it up if you'd like. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Did I make a big mistake painting the Jeep Gladiator? I'm not talking about the color. I'm talking about the application, the idea. I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, if you're interested, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma, and Rob Motive Tundra, about my quest for the new redesigned Toyota Tundra. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.